Well, here we go, boys. We've got our EcoDiesel hooked up to the Seadoo Speedster, so we're gonna go out, rip it for the first time, and hopefully go enjoy it. Okay, guys, so this is our first boat day in the Seadoo jet boat. We've driven it with the previous owner, it worked fine. Started it, you guys saw in one of the last videos, started it, worked fine. Went to back it in, put the key on, went to start it, no action. Fiddled with the key a little bit, put it on, you know, it's beeping, doing all that stuff. I disabled, or I took off the actual beeper because it, for some reason, it's like screaming like a chicken. So, but yeah, everything lights up, but no action. So I know it has to be in neutral to start. The only thing I could think of is maybe this neutral switch is acting up, because I can hear the fuel pump priming, but we're not getting any starting action. So either that or the solenoid's going out of it, but either way, I'm still at the dock. So if I do even get it started, I don't even know if I want to chance it just yet until I get this thing consistently working. So fortunately, our first boat day is already cut short. So I'll probably be able to fix it by the time I get back though, but it's just kind of a piss off. So at least we're not out stranded in the water. At least we're not out stranded in the water where I have to get it towed. So it's probably a better bet that I just bring it back for now. Well, funny thing is I have a spare solenoid, but I'm pretty sure it's just going to be the starter solenoid, because when I short it here, it turns over no problem. It's not going to fire because it wants to see it fire from the key, but ay. So I ended up at the beach. Watch. Look who's hungry. This fool's mouth. He's drooling. Get. Look at his little tongue. I've never seen a bird hang its tongue out. Alright guys, so we just got back. I'm gonna go ahead and spin this thing around. I do happen to have a extra solenoid. So throw a meter on it, see if we're getting power to the solenoid, and then hopefully I can figure this out on why this thing decided to disappoint us at the water. Alright, so I just hooked the multimeter up to the two wires that go to our solenoid over there. And when I hit the start button, I should be getting 12 volts or so, but I get nothing. So something is acting up. I don't know what's going on. The only other thing I can think of is there is a switch in here that recognizes if it's in neutral or not. Possibly maybe that, because if this isn't in neutral and it doesn't recognize it's in neutral, it will not attempt to fire. So that might be my next step. I'm gonna put I have this solenoid, so I'm gonna see if maybe if I put this on, if it'll click, and if that one does, but let me mess with it for a second. Okay guys, so in typical GoPro fashion, it decided to not record the audio. So what I'm explaining here is that I removed the shifter console and I metered out the reverse and neutral safety switch. That was fine, all that checked out. And the module in the back, the MPEM, was making a continuous buzzing sound. So there's a relay inside there, and every time I turn that main disconnect switch power to on, the MPEM or MPEM or however you want to say it was buzzing like crazy. And also the beeper, the key beeper, was screaming as well. So I ended up picking up this new MPEM. I got absolutely hosed on it. So normally this module is like 300 bucks to buy. I only found one person in the whole country that had it. He knew he only had, you know, they're back ordered and there's some sort of chip shortage. So regular, it's like 300 bucks. I had to pay $600. So here's the old one. I took it out. You can see there, it's got the old label in the back. And I'm just showing you the module here. I did record the buzzing sound, but obviously we don't have audio, so I'm having to tell you guys what happened after the fact. So I checked everything inside this box was making a loud buzzing sound, and it was not starting. So what I'm about to do here is swap it out for the new one and hope that whatever internal relays in here will be corrected and it'll start working. So it's about to do that. And then here's the brand new module. I just took it out of the package. Again, $600 for something that should only be $300. They did say that I can return it, so hopefully I'm able to do that with restocking fee. So here's the new module connected up, and I go ahead and I turn it on, and I'm disappointed. Okay guys, so good news and bad news. Good news is that it's probably not that $600 module, and I should be able to return it with a restocking fee. Bad news, maybe good news, is there's water in the front module, and those pins look like they've seen better days. So that's where my problem lies. So I got to clean up these little pins in here. They don't look too bad where I can't clean them up, but that's definitely where my issue is coming. So I think I can fix this. I should have checked that before. It's a little bit dark in there, so I don't know. I was obviously unable to check that, but that's where my problem is laying, because we're not getting a good connection on all those little pins right there. So I fixed that connection, so let's see what happens now. Oh, that sounds a lot better. Now you turn on the power. I haven't even fully put the solenoid back on, but I'm just too excited for something so stupid. Let's see. We get a perfect key beep, and I'm sure it'll try to fire. Okay guys, so now it sounds like it's supposed to. We get 2 key beeps. So I probably just have to put the other solenoid back on, but it looks like what it is. Okay guys, so I put the original solenoid back on. I had a spare, but I guess that spare one might be bad, or the connection was bad, but look. 2 key beeps. It's probably so full of fuel because it's been priming so many times. It's probably pissed at me. Alright, let's get this thing hooked up to the hose. That's so crazy. Now we're back in business. Okay, so I got the hose hooked up. I just don't have the water turned on, so let's go ahead and actually let this thing run for a minute or two. Oh, and I gotta turn the power on. Starts no problem. Yeah. So we're good to go now, boys. It's gonna be a wrap for this video. So I'm glad it finally ended in a positive manner. We're gonna go out and rip it, and the next video will be us out ripping it finally. Hopefully the person that I purchased that computer for holds up to their word and ends up taking it back. So they told me they would charge me an $80 restocking fee. I don't know if I explained this already, but so it might cost me $100, you know, for trying out that computer. But it's regular like 300 bucks. They charged me 600 bucks. So I just hope that they don't go MIA on me, and you know I'm stuck with a $600 computer. But it is what it is. At this point, it works. So that's about it. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna go to the store right now and just get some dielectrical grease and just pack all the connections full of that, just so I make sure I don't have this issue anymore. And I'll keep an eye on them. But if you guys run into this issue for whatever weird reason, double check all your connections before you go crazy with everything else. So that's about it. Thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe. Check out the other videos. We'll see you guys in the next one.